Arsenal are hopeful of having Bukayo Saka return against Fulham next Tuesday. Martin Odegaard has found his form during the international break, and I have won the most important ballot of the season so far. We might be back. We might be back. Now look, on Saka, this was coming from Charles Watts. I don't think he's the sort of guy that would make this up. There is a feeling that Saka could at least make it back to the bench for Fulham on Tuesday. That would be massive. He's been training through the international break. There were some rumours he'd been involved or is going to be involved in a behind closed doors game towards the end of the international break, but that was just a rumour. But this is promising. And with Martin Odegaard, 4 assists in the 2 games over the international break, 3 of those coming last night, I refuse to write Martin Odegaard off as a player. And so if we've got Saka back, you know, we'd only, I say only, he's a significant player, but we'd only be missing Kai Havertz. Players finding form. Miles Lewis-Skelly looking great alongside Declan Rice in the midfield for England. Do you know? My hopes are up.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hit the subscription button. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for watching this one. And so, Bukayo Saka is back, and this is great news and somehow bad news to Arsenal fans. Because, why am I saying this? It's a great news, it's a good news because Bukayo Saka is a star boy and is back. And he will be featured against Fulham. That's good. Of course, we are waiting to see what Bukayo Saka wants to offer because he has been out, I think, for 3 months. And Arsenal fans have been missing him. Arsenal, everybody at Arsenal have been missing Bukayo Saka, including myself. I want to watch the star boy on the pitch again. I want to watch the star boy playing on the right wing again. But one thing that I'm worried about, I feel like Arsenal have rushed Bukayo Saka's injury. This is why I'm saying it might be a bad news for Arsenal, because I feel like Arsenal have rushed Bukayo Saka's recovery. Why am I saying this? I thought Bukayo Saka might be out the whole season, but then seeing Bukayo Saka returning, especially when Arsenal are about to play against Real Madrid, this one raised a lot of questions because I feel like Arsenal, to be honest, Arsenal is afraid of Real Madrid. Of course, we know Gabriel Jesus is out, Kai Havertz is out, and so Bukayo Saka was also out. But right now, Bukayo Saka is back from injury, and most likely 99.5% he will play against Fulham. And I feel like this news is a good news, but at another point, it really worries me because I feel like Arsenal have rushed Bukayo Saka's recovery. I don't know why I feel this, but if Arsenal have rushed Bukayo Saka's injury, this might be a big blow to Arsenal in the next coming years because Bukayo Saka is one of the best players, and you can't afford to lose him, or you can't afford to waste that talent. I've seen like at one point Man United did this with Ben Rooney, and it never went, that cool when Rooney got another injury. But in this, I feel Arsenal have rushed Bukayo Saka's recovery because of the games they are going to play ahead, especially a game against Real Madrid. It's obvious if we are going to lose, we will lose with Bukayo Saka. If we are going to win, we will win without Bukayo Saka. We scored 5 goals. Arsenal scored 5 goals against Man City without Bukayo Saka. I don't know why should Arsenal rush Bukayo Saka's recovery because they are going to play against Real Madrid in the Champions League. Sometimes you can't compare, the player and the quality of the players and the players that you are and your future with these trophies like Champions League, FA Cup, and whatever. Arsenal are right now focusing more on the Champions League. This is why they've rushed Bukayo Saka's recovery. And I feel like, to be honest, I feel like Arsenal have rushed Bukayo Saka's recovery. Maybe if Bukayo Saka was out for maybe 6 months, I'd feel like, he has recovered fully and it's not rushed. But this one, it's like right now you told us Kai Havertz will be out the whole season, and then all of a sudden you start saying Kai Havertz will play against Real Madrid. Everybody will question it because it's not whatever we expected. Even if the player is out for the whole season, I feel like he needs to be given time to recover. I also saw Amad Diallo for Manchester United, preparing to be back, and I wonder because I heard he will be out for the whole season. I don't know why all the medical staffs in these clubs are not issuing out the right information, because in Bukayo Saka's injury, he has been out. But although I'm saying this, he has been training in this international break. He has been training. Yeah, so a lot of people expected him to be back, but one thing that really bothers me is that I feel like his recovery has been rushed for him to play against Real Madrid. And if whatever I'm thinking is true, I feel like Arsenal are going to mess it big time because a player like Bukayo Saka is uh, at his early 20s, and when you rush a player like that, this is why I don't like it when these football clubs rely on one player, because it's never good to rely on one player. You can rely on one player and then that player be out and then you get disappointed. And I feel like this is happening to Arsenal because even Arsenal are not winning the Premier League this season. They're not winning the Premier League because of injuries and because of relying on certain players. But one thing I'm hoping that Bukayo Saka's recovery is genuine and he has fully recovered, not rushed the way I'm thinking, because I'm thinking that that's my opinion. If you have a different opinion, you can tell me down in the comment section. But this is my opinion as a Ghana. I feel like Arsenal have rushed Bukayo Saka to be back against Real Madrid, and I feel like this might end up as a bad news in Bukayo Saka's future. He might play against Real Madrid first leg in the second leg, but then after that, maybe next season he might get another injury that will be more worse than the injuries that he has been getting because of doctors rushing him to be back right now against Real Madrid. It's of course, and I've said, if Arsenal were to win, they will win against Real Madrid even without Bukayo Saka. Of course, Arsenal ladies whooped Real Madrid, aggregate, I think 3-2. Yeah, so if Arsenal was to win against Real Madrid, they will still win even without Bukayo Saka. And remember, Arsenal is the only club unbeaten against Real Madrid. I know they haven't played, much games. I think the last time they played, I think they played in 2006. And the fact remains that Arsenal is the only club still unbeaten against Real Madrid. So we are hoping for the best in this upcoming UEFA Champions League game. Of course, a lot of people are betting Real Madrid to whoop Arsenal. Still, I don't have my prediction in that because I'm not sure what's going to happen. Uh, According to history, Real Madrid have never beaten Arsenal. So I don't know. I don't know why a lot of people are rushing and saying that Real Madrid will whoop Arsenal. Arsenal might win. I don't know, but according to me, I hope that the Gunners will whoop Real Madrid. Arsenal are going into that match as underdogs, but underdogs might sometimes surprise people. So, not in all cases, but mostly underdogs always surprise people. Nobody never knew that in 2018 Croatia will be in the World Cup final. Nobody ever knew. Nobody never knew that in 2022 FIFA World Cup Saudi Arabia will beat Argentina, but then Argentina will later on, you know, come and win the World Cup. So football is a game of surprise, and I'm hoping the best for the Gunners. But then Bukayo Saka, welcome back. But one thing that worries me, I feel like if Arsenal doctors have rushed Bukayo Saka to play against Real Madrid, they're going to waste that young man's career because I feel like they're going to mess Bukayo Saka's career and it might result in another big injury in the future. So I'm hoping for the best and I'm hoping Bukayo Saka recovery is genuine. Of course, I'm hoping to see him play against Fulham, and after Fulham it will be Everton, and then after Everton it will be Real Madrid. So I'm hoping for the best for Bukayo Saka, and let's now watch the football. I think right now we are now ready to watch the football because with the Starboy back, we are really confident, and we are hoping for the best. So good luck to Arsenal, good luck to Bukayo Saka, and don't forget to hit the subscription button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Adios.